Hey, what's going on, everybody? I know it's been a while since we posted a video here. I've been playing some streaming stuff on Twitch, been doing some streaming stuff here on YouTube. If you like what I do here, subscribe to my channel, also throw a like on the video. Today we're going to be covering the Jordan Peterson and Cathy Newman interview slash shit show slash debate. I don't know what you want to call it, but it was Cathy Newman putting words in Jordan Peterson's mouth and then getting wrecked by Jordan Peterson. So let's go ahead and dive into the clips.
Let me move on to another debate that's been very controversial for you. And this is, you got in trouble for refusing to call trans men and women by their preferred personal pronouns.
Did you just talk out your ass?
Right here, guys, Cathy is setting the stage for falsehood. She is going to start with a blatant lie. She wants to let her audience have a weird perception of Peterson, and so she's lying.
No, that's not actually true. I got in trouble because I said I would not follow the compelled speech dictates of the federal and provincial government. I actually never got in trouble for not calling anyone anything.
Right.
That didn't happen.
You wouldn't follow the change of law, which was designed
Not
to
once it was
outlaw
law.
discrimination.
No.
Why
Well,
should
that's
your...
what they said it was designed to do.
Okay.
Exactly. She lied. Peterson called her out on it, and he then schooled her on exactly what it is versus what she's trying to say it is. The law imposes on freedom of speech, and it doesn't affect discrimination.
Okay. You cited freedom of speech in that. Why should your right to freedom of speech trump a trans person's right not to be offended?
Uh-oh, retard alert! Retard alert, class!
Their right to be offended is validated by the freedom of speech. If you start limiting what people can and cannot say, then when people are offended, they will not be able to speak out. That is what Peterson is saying. That's what you don't seem to understand, Cathy.
Because in order to be able to think, you have to risk being offensive. I mean, look at the conversation we're having right now. You know, like you're certainly willing to risk offending me in the pursuit of truth. Why should you have the right to do that? It's been rather uncomfortable.
Well, I'm very glad I put you on the spot.
Well,
I'm very glad that I have exercised my freedom of speech.
You get my point. It's like you're doing what you should do, which is digging a bit to see what the hell's going on. So and that is what you should do. But you're exercising your freedom of speech to certainly risk offending me. And that's fine. I think more power to you as far as I'm concerned.
Exactly. You have to be willing to offend people or the possibility of offending people in order to learn and grow. If everyone who got offended by others' freedom of speech, then we would start limiting freedom of the speech to the extent where there is no freedom of speech anymore, and you can't say a damn thing.
So you haven't sat there and I'm just trying to work that out. I mean,
Ha, gotcha.
Gotcha, bitch!
you have got me. I'm trying to work that through in my head. Yeah. It took a while.
It did, yeah.
Took a while.
He got you here.
You have voluntarily come into the studio and agreed to be questioned.
Mm-hmm.
A trans person in your class has come to your class and said they want to be called
That's never
she.
happened. And I would call them she.
So you would. So you've kind of changed your tune on that.
No, I said that right from the beginning. What I said at the beginning was that I was not going to cede the linguistic territory to radical leftists, regardless of whether or not it was put in law. That's what I said. And then the people who came after me said, oh, you must be transphobic and you'd mistreat a student in your class. It's like, I never mistreated a student in my class. I'm not transphobic, and that isn't what I said.
He doesn't want it forced on him. What is hard to understand about that? No one should want certain speech requirements forced upon them. It's in our free will to either choose to use the pronouns or not to use the pronouns. These are just a few clips, guys, that I wanted to show you that kind of set the stage for what this woman was doing throughout the whole interview. Throughout the whole interview, she was using the words you're saying to infer things upon Peterson, that he was saying this and not actually what he's saying, trying to impose that he is speaking this when no, that's not the case. He's actually explains it and calls her out on her shenanigans quite quickly.
You're saying that trans activists
No.
could lead to the deaths of millions of people. What
No,
they're
I'm
do-
saying that the philosophy that drives their utterances is the same philosophy that already has driven us to the deaths of millions of people.
You're saying no. He is not saying that. You're trying to spin the narrative and to fit it into what your biases and preconceived notions of Peterson is. You're saying, not he is. You are saying it, Cathy. Again, you're saying or doing. She goes as far as to compare Peterson to the alt-right, which she knows he doesn't like, and he definitely isn't on the alt-right. But she wants to do it nonetheless.
Let me just get this straight. You're saying that we should organize our societies along the lines of the lobsters.
One more time of her saying, you're saying, and I'm done with this. I will literally shut these videos off and just stop, because I'm tired of you're saying. Put some sort of validity into it. Don't make it about trying to impose on him.
So you're saying like.
And
So
that
you're
you can
saying.
lie. So
you're
if you
saying
want-
women, you're saying you've done your.
Fuck this. Fuck this. I'm done. This lady is obviously not a good interviewer. She is not in a debate, and she is merely supposed to be having a question and answer session with him, but she is imposing her bullshit on him. I'm done watching this. If you guys would like to watch more of this, I will have the link to the full interview down below, and you can see what the hell I'm talking about besides these clips. There are so many times that she says, you're saying. That is not how it works. You do not get to impose a situation on a person what you perceive they're saying. You perceive he's saying this. He is not saying that, and rightfully, he is quick to correct you. Sorry about flying out there. That's not usually my style. But after this interview, Mrs. Cathy Newman went on to pull the major feminist ideal and what they do, which is when they're proven wrong, they either start chanting stuff or they play the victim. And here she is, playing the victim, and her editor allowing her to play the victim. Misogynistic abuse against Cathy Newman is a symbol of backlash against the Me Too movement. What a terrible indictment of times we live in. Those are the words of Ben Despair, editor of Channel 4's news, relating to the stream of misogynist abuse leveled at Cathy Newman after her interview with Jordan Peterson. Channel 4 is hiring security experts to carry out an analysis of the incidents and considering police involvement. No. What you have here is Cathy Newman getting schooled by Jordan Peterson, and now because people on the internet are calling her out, she's gonna play the victim. Oh no, some jackass online hurt her feelings, get security. Jesus, Cathy, take your L and realize you were owned, you aren't a victim, get over it. It's purely online garbage, but hey, spin the narrative of being the feminist martyr all you want, because that is what your editor is trying to do.
But can he do this?
Thank you so much, guys, for watching this video. Potentially we'll have 2 out today and a few tomorrow. Tomorrow I will be interviewed and on the Revenge of the Cis show live on Twitch. So if you like my kind of commentary, go check them out. Also, make sure you check out the stream tomorrow. As well as, please, subscribe to my channel, throw a like on the video if you enjoyed it. Throw a dislike on it if you didn't enjoy it. I don't care. I just want to have a conversation with you. My name's AGluck. I am so stoked that you guys are watching, and thank you again. Have a good day.